12 days of Vlogmas. This year I'm doing a vlog every day during the 12 days of Christmas leading down to Christmas. And I think today makes 10 more days, I believe, until Christmas, which is so exciting. But for today's vlog, I honestly just wanted to take you guys through my, what I'm going to call the ultimate Christmas wish list. Now, I'm calling it the ultimate Christmas wish list because I think there's definitely some things on this list that are going to be what I call attainable, and then some things that are honestly just like really unreasonable, mainly because like, again, they're just unreasonable. Like, you'll understand when I say it. So I have 15 things. I thought about what I wanted. I'm gonna show you guys pictures of what I'm talking about, give you some visuals, you know, a little visual aid to take you through my wish list. So let's go through my ultimate Christmas wish list. Number one on my ultimate Christmas wish list is I want UGG Ultra Minis. I don't care that they, in my opinion, are honestly really fugly. I don't care that they're like not even a third of an UGG. I think they're so cute. And honestly, having grown up wearing UGGs all the time and like in the winter and stuff, I don't know, I just thought they're like so cute and like so easy to slip on, like running errands and stuff. And I don't know, I think they're really cute. Then they honestly, every year, they always seem like they're so hard to find too. I don't know if I'm torn between the platforms and the non-platforms, and I could definitely buy them for myself if I wanted to, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I do have old Uggs. I don't need more shoes, so I'm not gonna buy it for myself. But if I were gifted them, let's just say that there would be no complaints. Number two on my ultimate Christmas wish list is I want wireless microphones. Now, if you watch my channel, you'll obviously know that I do music. I gig a lot throughout the year, at least I try to. And for some of these gigs that I do, you have to bring your own equipment. And one of the most recent gigs I had, the outlet was kind of far, which meant that I had to put my amp kind of like across a walkway where people would be walking. And we did what we could to like tape down the mic cord and all that stuff. But having a wireless mic would have made it a lot easier because I could have just kept my amplifier and all those cords kind of separate and not near me, and then just kind of had more mobility using wireless microphones. So that would be one thing I would definitely like to get. Number three on my ultimate Christmas wish list is I want this Louis Vuitton purse called the Louis Vuitton, I believe it's multi-pochette bag, like accessories bag. And it's like two separate little accessory bags that like clip together with like a big strap, and then there's like a gold chain, so you can like break them apart and make like a little mini purse or just use the bigger one. Like, there's so many different ways to wear the purse, and I think the versatility is nice. I have a Louis Vuitton, I have a vintage one, and I definitely love it, but sometimes having a little bit something more modern would be nice. I would not buy that for myself because it's very expensive, but it's very cute. And yeah. Number four on my ultimate Christmas wish list is Altoid tangerine sours. Now, if you're watching this, I know you're gonna be like, Pyle, they don't make Altoid tangerine sours anymore. And I'm gonna tell you, I know. I just hear everybody talk about them, and the fact that when I was younger, I never tried them and tasted them just honestly gives me like crazy FOMO. And it makes me wish that I had tried them, or just wish that I could try them to see if like they're as good as everybody says they are. And I feel like everybody always talks about and mentions about like how they miss the Altoid tangerine sours. And I think it's interesting because they discontinued them because of lack of popularity. And apparently there's been like petitions to try to bring them back and stuff, but like it hasn't worked. But I wish I could try them, and then I could formulate an opinion on if I would have liked them. Number five is I want like a wine fridge for my apartment, but I don't want to put wine in it. I want to put nothing but Diet Coke in that. If you know me, you know that I absolutely love Diet Coke. And if you're going to come at me and say the sugar stuff that they use in Diet Coke isn't good for you and that it can cause cancer and all that other stuff, I'm going to tell you that that scientifically has been proven to not be true. It's kind of like one of those rumors that came out, like when that rumor of like vaccines cause autism kind of happened, and that's not true. That paper got redacted. It's kind of the same thing for Diet Coke, in the sense that if you look at the studies and you read the research, you'd have to drink in like some absurd, like I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but like 40 Diet Cokes a day for that to be a problem for you. I drink like one, so it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly safe. just like everything else in life, is in moderation, so don't come at me. Number 6 on my list is I would like an all expenses paid trip to go to Maine. I have heard that Maine is just like stunningly beautiful. It's like on the northeast, it's a coastal area. So like you get the best of both worlds. You can hit the beach, you can go to the mountains. And I am a huge seafood fan. So having some fresh Maine lobster to me sounds like a fantastic idea. Also, if I haven't already introduced this little guy here, this is Jeffrey. Jeffrey joined our household in August. He's my husband's ESA. And if you don't know what ESA stands for, it's an emotional support animal. So he just hangs out and he's very cuddly and he's very cute and he's a boy. And we did not name him Jeffrey. Jeffrey is the name that was given to him. We rescued him. And yeah, we just never changed it because he knows his name. He's like 2.5. But he's all eepy. He's very eepy. So he's hanging out with me while I vlog and we do Vlogmas. Number 7. I would like to own the Eras movie. So as you saw yesterday in day 2 of Vlogmas, Danielle and I rented the Eras movie, and I'm a little salty that it was $20 to only be able to watch it in a 48-hour period. Like you can watch it as many times as you want in 48 hours, but like we have paid so much money already to Taylor Swift in so many ways, and I love her dearly. I love the Eras tour, but let us own it. I think we're at the point where we can own it now, or add it to a streaming service. So that way, if you're already paying for streaming, like kind of how like Reputation Stadium Tour and like the Lover one is on Netflix, like do that with the Eras movie. Don't make us pay $20 to only be able to watch it within a 48-hour window. I want to watch it whenever I want to, however many times I want to, for one price. Okay, number 8 is I would like some new ear huggies. If you're not familiar with ear huggies, they're basically like hoop earrings that like hug your earlobe like pretty tight. So there's not like a lot of space in the hoop. It's basically just like a snug fit for your ears. I have 2 ear piercings, and in the past I've had ear huggies on both, and I am very sensitive and allergic to fake metals. So unfortunately they have to be like gold plated or gold, and I don't like silver jewelry. I'm just not a silver jewelry gal. So I think having some nice ear huggies would be nice because I do like wearing earrings, and I like the kind of earrings where I can like wear them pretty much with anything. So like pretty simple ear huggies, maybe like 2 different sizes, like a smaller set and a slightly bigger set. The next thing I would like on my list, and this is number 9, is I want hair tinsels. I was out for like a work lunch, and my coworker had these like sparkly strands in her hair, and I was just like, what is in your hair? That is beautiful and I want that. And she said that she went to like a festival and they had hair tinsel and it was like basically just like little like if you know what tinsel on like a Christmas tree is, it's pretty much that, but like made for your hair. And like people will put like just one strand of it around their head, and they come in like all these different colors. And I think doing like silver would be a lot of fun, but I think yeah, just like not a lot, just a couple little hair tinsels here and there. Also, I'd just like to give you an update on Jeffrey because he's just being such a handsome, eepy little boy. He does this thing where like he'll curl into a little ball and he'll tuck his paw in, or he'll take his paw and he'll like put it over his eyes. Like, oh, the world's too much for me. Block out all the light. I don't want to see. So yeah, little Jeffrey cam for you. Number 10, I want this very specific fleece from this company. So my boss last year came to work wearing this fleece that was just so pretty, and I went to go buy it and I bought it. I think I bought like the last one that they had, and essentially like it just never shipped. So I emailed the company and I was like, you took my money, where's my fleece, where's it shipping? And then they were like, oh, we're out of stock. I was like, how are you out of stock when you were in stock when I placed the order and I got the last one, unless somebody else beat me? Like, I don't know how it processed my order. And then they just never answered me. So then I like emailed again and still no answer. And then I like went on social media and I like left a comment on their Insta, and I was just like, excuse me, like you took my money, I didn't get a product, I will dispute the charge on my credit card, can somebody help me, like figure out why I'm not getting this fleece? And I just magically got refunded one day, and like that was the end of it. Number 11, I would like some cute little sunnies. I have been a glasses wearer for so long, and when I was younger I wore contacts pretty much exclusively, And now that I've been wearing glasses for so long, I have prescription sunglasses and stuff, but I am going back to wearing contacts. So I think having a nice cute little pair of sunnies would be great. Number 12, it's kind of like a little two different things in this, but essentially I would really like snowboarding and ice skating lessons. I almost signed up for ice skating lessons earlier this year, but I ended up signing up for piano instead, as you can tell by the piano I bought. And I have been taking piano for quite a few months now. I think I started in like May and I go every Friday at 3:30. I had lessons today. But I think learning how to ice skate would be a lot of fun. I can ice skate okay, like not well. I will definitely fall. I'm not that confident, but I think taking lessons would be a lot of fun. And then I would like to learn a winter sport. I took ski lessons once with my dad and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I'd be down to try it again because I don't feel like the lessons that I had were that great. Or I'd like to try snowboarding. I have this weird thing where like on flat land, am pretty clumsy. Like I trip on flat surfaces. I fell like in our parking lot the one year and completely like threw all my stuff and like messed up my hip for a little while. I have this weird, but like with all of that, I could still paddleboard. I've only ever fallen off of a paddleboard quite literally once, and it was because I was drinking and I was also in the ocean. But other than that, I've never fallen off a paddleboard. I can hoverboard on those like, things that kids use like it's no one's business. I have great balance on that. So I'm pretty confident that I'd be good at snowboarding, but I'd like to at least give it a try. Number 13 on the list of things that I would like for Christmas on my ultimate Christmas wish list. I want a house. I want a house. And I realize that's a very tall order, and that's why I said a lot of, there's things on this that are obviously unrealistic when we got into this video, but I want a house. I am 27 years old, and obviously I'm not the only one in this boat, but the housing market sucks, and I'm tired of renting, and I'm tired of not being able to have a space where like I can paint the walls and decorate and add things to the walls without having to worry about getting like a security deposit back. I want a house, and I also want more space. The apartment that I live in right now, don't get me wrong, it's great. I'm grateful. I love it. But there's like no storage, so a lot of our stuff is just like everywhere because we can't put it anywhere. So I would like a house. Number 14 is I want a double wide, and I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but Papasan chair. I love Papasan chairs for reading. If you've never tried it for reading and you're a reader, trust me, try it. You will not regret it. It's basically like this giant wicker like basket bowl thing that you sit in, and they make double wide versions. So like imagine that with a bunch of pillows and blankets. There's somebody on TikTok who has that, and they just like read in it, and it just looks like the comfiest, coziest reading environment I've ever seen in my life. And I am an avid reader. I love nothing more than getting comfy with a good book, and I think that would really just elevate my reading experience. And quite honestly, when I do get a house, that is something I will be buying. Lastly, on my ultimate Christmas wish list, I want a checkered fleece blanket. I have some blankets that I use on my couch that are pretty old and honestly could be replaced. So I would like a checkered fleece blankie because I think it would be really cute and comfy and cozy. And also, by the way, if you're wondering like what this is, if you have a grocery store near you called Giant, they have this like little robot that will help you in the store if you need help. His name is Marty, and essentially they make plushies, and we managed to buy one at Giant. We also did not really decorate the tree this year because this is our first year with a little kitty, and he did take some interest in the tree, but we've just been trying to like scare him out of it to get him to not be too used to like being around the tree or being under it. So probably next year we'll decorate, but apparently right now Marty's all we need. But yeah, that is the 15 things on my ultimate Christmas wish list. I hope that you enjoyed hearing these things. If you have things that you want on your own ultimate Christmas wish list that you want to tell me, definitely comment them below. I'd love to know. I hope that you guys are enjoying Vlogmas so far. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope that you guys had a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.